Okay, welcome back to making a music video using Wondershare Filmora. This is lesson number 7. And in lesson 6, our last lesson, we finished up with the transitions and we went on and started getting some titling information in. So we put the boom to the bomb, and what else did we do? We put target acquired, as you can see right there. And the last one we did was a chew for the lady sneezing. So we'll pick up, we're just going to stick in a couple more and finish this up. And then this way we can fool around with other topics. Alright, so in this one we've got some toilet paper. Let's go on and stretch our timeline out a little bit. And we're going to go up here to titles and click on something that we can put in. As a matter of fact, let's scroll all the way down, because as you can see over here we've got text titles that are there, but further down we have some like custom ones like this. I don't think we've used that. Then we got other things like these, and again this has the arrow for downloading on it, so if we want to use something there, we'll click on that to utilize one of these. There's something colorful there. But what's going to happen with these guys is it's going to take up the entire space of the clip, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to use something here so we can still see the clip. This actually is a downloadable one. Let's see here. Let's drag it and see what happens. Alright, so it's downloading, and hopefully it will be available next time we need it without having to download it again. So she finished sneezing. We've got the toilet paper. So let's just put something in. Let's just see how that starts off. Okay, so that's just a simple lower third. We'll go on and use it for time's sake. We'll line it up with the beginning of the clip right there. We won't have it run all the way through the entire clip, which ends here. We'll just have it halfway. And so we'll position our marker here to get it to have everything we want. We can double click on it. We can actually adjust the size of it as well. We're going to adjust the size of the text, so we're going to stretch that box out along the full length of this lower third box, open it up a little bit. I'm just going to put a couple of words in, so we're not going to use the your text up top, but we will use this one down here and make that take up the entire space. And we'll just put stay sanitary. How about that? Exclamation point. It's 32 points, so since we've got more space to take up, let's highlight that and make it, I don't know, 44. That looks good. Okay. Alright, and if you want to change colors, we can certainly do that as well. We've got blue and a pinkish haze, so maybe a yellow. So if we double click on that, there we go. We have the yellow come in with a black border around it, and we'll use that. Now we'll click over to the next clip. Since it has Baba OJ in it with words, we're not going to bother putting anything there. The next clip is the same thing. That also has his name in it while it's fading away. Maybe towards the end of the clip we could put Centennial Olympic Park, since this is where that was. So we'll go on and do that. So we'll go back to titles, and we'll go up to the top here. Let's see what that looks like. We'll push play for a preview. That looks pretty decent. Again, I don't think I'm going to use everything, so I'm going to probably get rid of that and just keep what's in the box. So we'll drag this, we'll put it to the last half of the clip, extend it a little bit so that it comes in after where Baba OJ's name fades, so we won't have them clashing, and then we'll just move that over here. I think that'll be perfect. And then there's the information we need. So we can double click here, because like I said, I'm not going to use that bottom one. Then we're going to go up here and we'll put Centennial Olympic Park. If I could spell. How about if we just do Centennial Park, since Olympic is going to be pretty big. And we can probably flavor it up with some more text. What's that? Is that going to look decent? It looks interesting, if nothing else. We can double click it to get back to it. And let's add more drastic color to it. How about, that's a little bit too much, I think. So we'll go with that. We could probably change the color of this border, but for time's sake, I'm going to leave it the way it is. We'll shrink our timeline down a little bit more so we can look at the remaining clips and see if we want to put anything else in there. That has some text in it, so we can skip that one. We can skip that one. And this is when they won the Grammy. Let's see what they're saying. Okay, so we pulled the audio out, so we just have the video of them winning that Grammy. I don't think there's anything here that says Sesame Street, so let's put one in for Sesame Street, and we'll put in a motion graphic that kind of comes in and goes back out, and I know that's up top here. I just have to find it, and that's the one. So we're going to grab that and put that here, and we'll put that at the beginning of the clip so that when it comes on, we can be informed that that's the Sesame Street clip. So with all this white on the side, we obviously have to do a color change. So we're going to go on and type Sesame Street in. We're going to get rid of directed by, and we'll put the color, we'll set the color of Sesame Street to something that will stand out a little bit better for us. Let's see what this one is. That looks a little dark. That looks okay because it's got a border. However, what we'll do is make this bigger. So we'll highlight that and we'll go to make it, let's try 90. That's kind of big. So let's do 80. Okay, so we'll move this over a little bit. Drop it down here so it fits in this frame here. And let's do something else. Let's make it italicized. And we'll do that. And again, I'm just trying to move fast for time's sake here. Okay, so we're at the end now. And we'll put, since he's roller skating, we can put something like skates on stage. How about that? Skates on stage. And we'll use, since there's color there, I think we can use this. Let's see how that comes in. It looks kind of colorful. So we'll take that and we'll put that here. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. So it takes up some time. And that's how it's going to go. So we'll go in here and we'll put skates on stage. And this definitely requires a color change, but that's way too dark. So let's see if this will work. That might work. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And we'll get it centered out here. I think it probably needs to just be a little bit bigger so we can definitely see it much more dominantly. So we're going to take that font size from 28 to 44. Let's see if that works for us. And then we'll move it to fit in a decent, yeah, that looks good. Okay, and then now we have okay, I like that, and since those letters are bouncing, what I'm going to do is make this come in sooner. So we're going to drag this all the way to the beginning of the clip, like that. And so as soon as it comes out of that transition, that actually came in too soon, so I'm going to move it. Let's stretch this out a little bit. We'll move this to come in after the transition right there, and that should help us out. Let's see. Okay, and I did notice that the sound is a little bit low towards the end here. That's this area here, which I see we this is the last clip here, so that means the clip before starts off the same way. But since this is the last clip, what we're going to do, we'll click here and we're going to increase the volume. So this is going to be the last and loudest audio clip. Okay, let's see what that sounds like. And as you see, it takes a while to do a lot of video editing because you want to check it out, you want to look at it, you want to preview it, make changes, and this is what takes a 3-minute video into being 30 minutes or maybe even an hour, depending on the complexity of what you've got to do. Okay, that looks pretty good, and that should wrap us up with putting text in the clips. We could probably put something at the end, but since I put my little logo transition at the end, I think we should be fine. So tune in next time, and we're going to go into the menu items here and play around with something that we hadn't played around with since we pretty much have concluded putting our titles into the video. So we'll play around with effects or elements. Split screen is going to be a little bit more involved, so I think effects or elements might work perfectly for us, so you can understand how those work. Thanks so much for your time, and don't forget to always save your work, and that's something I've neglected to continue letting you know about, although I have been doing it. So I just wanted to make sure you know, at the end of every project, you go down to Save Project, and it will save it to your drive. Another thing you can do, and it has a great purpose, is Save Project As. So if you want to do different things, you can hit Save Project As, and now you get to rename this same file under a different name, so that you can do different things to it without damaging the content in the original footage. So we're going to hit cancel, and I'll show you a couple of great instances of save as down the line. But thanks for stopping by and checking out this video, and you have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe and like.